A reflection on past mistakes and an intention for a new understanding of one's place in the world. An approach to ethnographic filmmaking. The footage is recovered documentation from the very first time that volunteers entered this remote village. And from here, I would like to humbly borrow and represent to you a meditation through a lecture by the Vietnamese filmmaker and academic, Trinh Minh-ha. The writing of a book, the making of each film, transforms the way I see myself and the world around me. Once I start engaging in an artistic excursion, I am also embarking on a journey whose point of arrival is unknown to me. The work here is a gift. Whether it is worth passing it on or not depends on whether it succeeds in taking me elsewhere than where I started out. It is only in the transformative potential of the work that one can hope to make a difference in other people's way of seeing and experiencing. One experiences a micro-death with the completion and the birth of each work. And it is this death that allows one to go to what thinks always as if for the first time. In a much-quoted definition of boundary, it is said that boundary is not there where something stops, but there where something begins. How do you play? How are you?
Fine, and you?
Oh, I'm fine. Who is this? Oh. So who wins?
There's no
winners? Why? Here, the sync event is a boundary event. The moment when sight and sound meet is the very moment when the sun reaches the horizon. That is when a curve and a straight line, the round and the flat, the cyclical and the linear, seem to come into contact, and light starts mingling with darkness. Anguish and ecstasy in the face of the dying sun. The feeling of the end of the world experienced anew every evening is widely conveyed in African literature. A sunset is not only literally as the death of the sun, but also as a rupture with and a continuation of the cycle of departing and returning. The ambiguous adventure is one in which the invasion of the evening awakens both fear and hope, and past and future are grasped in that moment of passing, when looking forward to the end of the world is also looking forward to a strange and terrible new dawn.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come to Namaso Bay. Come to Namaso Bay. Yay, one more time. Come to Namaso Bay.
A beauty that fades, a feeling that wavers between nostalgia, an unqualifiable lucidity, a situating at the boundary of natural and supernatural thought, apparent and real existence. The end of the world image offered in this poem is again that of a twilight moment, in which the play on the visible and the invisible creates a sense of intense ephemeral reality, approaching spiritual absoluteness. The powerful and peaceful experience of twilight, as the coming and going of color, the waning and waxing of desire, all the ability to open wide into the abyss of the world of shadows, constitute a site where east and west both depart and meet, literally and literarily. The expression between dog and wolf, that is dusk, when the two can't be distinguished from each other, suggests a lot of other things besides the time of day. The color gray, for instance, and the hour when night approaches as inexorably as sleep, was a daily or eternal. The hour when street lamps are lit in the city. The hour in which, and it's a space rather than a time, the hour in which every being becomes his own shadow, and thus something other than himself. The hour of metamorphosis, when people half hope, half fear that a dog will become a wolf. The hour that comes down to us from at least as far back as the Middle Ages, when country people believed that transformation might happen at any moment. Similar terms are used to predict the constant feeling, half hope, half fear, becoming shadow. The peacefulness of sleep and the anxiety of transformation. These are the terms used to depict the inconstant feeling that arises when the sun capsizes. The adventure, the time, the sight, the experience is ambiguous. It is one, and it is by listening to the evening, to the fading sounds of this moment of multiplicities, transformation, and metamorphosis, that one's ear opens up to the sight of two worlds wavering across the sky. Such a sight has its own becoming sound story. A one-day sound sync event. And one also which has been read here as a boundary event, a crossing and a coming together not of black and white, but of four colors. An event between sight and sound and sense. A critical moment, a critical work that offers no immediate answer, no immediate solution, no immediate gratification, for it always bursts forth at frontiers. But it is thanks to this bursting forth at frontiers that again a thing is always itself and more than itself, as the African proverb says.
Woti akukaikidwa kumanda inesona ngoti ndipite konko anakanditandiza tumangwala wape ndaonela mose mene anaolokela panyanja ndaonela mose mene anaolokela panyanja inesabale tusindimvesa ndimafuna nditawile konko chifukwa ndituditu mulungu ndiye chakuja changa ina ndidzapita